Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So tonight I'm recording way past my bedtime, but my health has taken an upturn. I guess the doctor was right. And now that my upper respiratory infections and my ear infections have mostly cleared up, I'm not too bad off. But while I was convalescing, I did a lot of stuff off the screen. Namely, logging in after work and doing a bunch of sortie and a dynamics here and there, and kind of just making do. And as it stands, we bought the Prime Sword on camera a few episodes ago. And ever since then, we've actually gained about 30,000 Gallimaufry. I have become, I would say, decent at solo sortie runs for my relative level of power. On average, I can get about 2,500 to 3,000 Gallimaufry on a run if I'm careful. And if I get really lucky, like I did tonight, I can earn 5,000. And so we're doing pretty good. And we also got the upgrade material that we need to upgrade these. So let's go ahead and upgrade our Prime Sword. Apparently you just upgrade them by having the Gallimaufry and trading the requisite materials to Gamashama here. Or, I thought you did. Do I have to talk to him about it? Oh, okay, we have to talk to him about it. Okay. Come back tomorrow, you son of a bitch. Okay, so it's a game day wait, huh? Go figure. Well, because we have more than one Icondrite, and because we still have 20,000 Gallimaufry, we had 30,600. I figure I'll go ahead and pick up the Prime Blade. Just for the simple fact that it has 4 jobs on it. And this will give us the flexibility. Because Paladins share across them, it's not as much flexibility as I would like. We would get more flexibility, I guess, if we did Dagger. I don't really have any interest in the Dagger long term. But yeah, between the sword and the great sword, we'd have 6 jobs. Well, yeah, 6 jobs we could take to the final fight in Voracious Resurgence. You notice that most of all these other ones, some of them have multiple jobs, but most of them are singular jobs. And you can even make a shield and a bard horn. Interestingly, the bard horn eventually, I think it's like stage 3 or 4, it actually gains the ability to grant extra songs, and it's the only flute that can grant extra songs, which is interesting. It also, at its final stage, it gives a unique song called the Aria of Passion, which it actually has a unique buff that raises physical damage limit. So if you can get up to like over 5,000 attack from buffing through Minuets and through a Geomancer and through a Corsair, and then you lower the defense of the monster with like Dia 3 and defense down and stuff like that, you'll cause your physical difference in your attack and their defense to be so high that you'll be at the physical damage limit, and that song will let you actually do more damage. It's actually a mechanic that all the primes seem to have their aftermath centered around, the very highest level of play. Also, interestingly, they took Samurai off of bow. Like most of these prime weapons, they actually got jobs added to them. Like they take on the dark form of the relics, but like the hand-to-hand has Puppet Master on it now. And the dagger has Dancer on it now. And the sword has Blue Mage on it now. The greatsword has Rune Fencer on it now. But they took certain jobs off of other ones that they used to be on, like Samurai, used to be on this bow. They took it off because if they put it on this bow, it would just be better than Ranger at archery. So it's kind of funny, but yeah, I think we're gonna pick up the Prime Blade. Oh, is there a game day? I guess. Huh. Well, I guess we'll have to come back for that then. I didn't think about the game day waits or anything like that, so. I guess we're up shit creek without paddle. I wanted to, maybe by the end of the recording, if I actually record for a long enough time, we can come back and yawn very loudly and put you to sleep. We can come back and get the sword and look at it, and it'll be Black Excalibur, basically. Black Excalibur that Blue Mage can use. And basically, in this form that we're upgrading them to, they're not going to have any other aftermath effects or anything. They're just going to have increased base damage. And I think they gained their name. And obviously they still have the 252 skill. And so I guess that makes them okay offhand weapons or something. Their main purpose is to finish the Voracious Resurgence, though. At least in their second form. Okay, let's go. Wait, no, we don't need that teleporter. So, of course, what we're actually going to do with our recording time, other than talk about prime weapons and tease the last few missions of Voracious Resurgence, is we're going to go back to doing Winter's Past quests so that we can get our Roma Amigo trust, and she should be our 86th trust, which will allow us to buff our trusts. So, big deal. We just got to actually, do all these quests. And I believe we are on a Feast for Gnats. Okay, so this is the 6th quest. I believe we already, like, the end of last time we zoned into Windurst and we got the cutscene. So we've got to go to Saramoog in the past. And oh, my nose is actually clogged again all of a sudden. Maybe recording is causing my sinus infection? No. It's probably just staying up late. Okay, excuse me, I'm going to turn the microwave above my nose real quick. I like that it's all coming out of there, but I really hate that I've been like, ever since the weather turned cold, that's when my sinuses first started acting up. And that's what I thought it was at first. But ever since then, I've like blown my nose multiple times every day. Like, the skin on my nose is actually so conditioned to being blown and wiped so much that I can actually just like, and I've actually been this way for like at least 10 years. I can just blow my nose with paper towels like all day long and my nose will not get red or irritated because the skin on my nostrils is just, on my nares, it's just that tough now. Like, it doesn't feel like leathery or anything, but, and I'm sure if I like rub with paper towels, I could probably make it red and irritated looking. But like, just, you know, not being rough, not trying to like dig for gold up there or nothing. I can wipe my nose all day long and not have ill effects. So, yay me. You know, I think I was in a campaign battle the other day. Was it in the last recording we did? No. I think it was just something I was doing for silver vouchers. I tried so hard to get something out of the A-Man event, and I just got jack shit. I didn't even get really any cool style lock pieces. I thought I did. I got this cool greatsword, well, cool named greatsword called the Soul Cleaver. It looked dumb when I style locked it. But I think there's Apex monsters in Crawler's Nest in the past. And I don't know how good they are relative to like Doe Gates or something, but I figured I might go check those out at some point. We really should be trying to get master levels. I mean, like, I guess Warrior's up to, if I turned in these job points, which I don't know why I didn't earlier, I guess we'd be up to 478 on Warrior. We're almost to Superior level 3 stuff. Okay, so we've got to go to talk to Mam Laria on the upper floor of a fort at K9 in Saramoog, Champagne. It's closest to... Okay, so we did not take the optimal route because we were fools. We were foolish fools. Currently, the game world's in that loopy state, just like a week or two before they changed the ambuscade. The ambuscade is still that annoying frog, red mage, black mage that will do quelling hammer if you bring any job with buffs or native MP, like any standard meta job. So it's just like you're encouraged to bring stuff like warrior, monk, white mage, black mage, red mage, thief, beastmaster, ranger, samurai, dragoon, ninja, puppet master, dancer. I think scholar's okay. Yeah. And it's like you can't bring geomancer, rune fencer, you can't bring corsair, you can't bring blue mage, you can't bring bard, you can't bring paladin or dark knight. So I guess they cut about 7 or 8 jobs out. Oh, and you can't bring summoner. Yeah, 7 or 8 jobs out of there. The reason being that the best way to play the game is to just stack buffs, and that's what they're preventing. They're preventing easy, cheesy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. And me and my brother were actually able to duo it on normal, as him on ninja, me on dancer, and then his dual box character was on white mage. Although I think that Apururu could have filled in for her pretty easily. But he brings her to everything because he's played the game duo box now for like years at this point, so he just doesn't. I think he would be lost if he had to play without his dual box character, which he named Anemo Helix after the spell that Scholar has. Normally he has her on Geomancer. He made an Eater's Geomancer just so his main character could always have super awesome buffs, and the monsters could always have super awesome debuffs on them, which is like Indie Fury, for him, and then like Geo Frailty for the monster or whatever, or vice versa. Okay, I don't remember what's going on, but I guess we're doing an offensive here. The Belophalegly High Road, huh? Okay. Join in the fun, huh? Oh, yeah. Sure thing, Till. What's wrong with getting a little giddy from time to time? It's not often we get to fight under the command of a genius tactician, Master Lecco. This is our chance to impress. Hey, no talking during briefing. The road narrows as it approaches a chasm. Approximately 1 mile further down is where we will stage the ambush. Cheetah volunteer riflers are to perch themselves atop the chasm in firing positions. Then we will wait patiently for the enemy to arrive. Sorry. It's almost 5 a.m. No one, absolutely no one is to fire until I get the signal. You see that? You see to that, Naho. No sweat. Stop swooning. Aren't you soldiers? Aren't you mercenaries? You shouldn't be love-starved twits. Okay. Okay. I got a bad feeling about this. Because he's not who he says he is. And we're kind of picking up that he's from the future. So is he trying to stage a history-changing like ambush here or something? Quiet, all of you. There's no mistake about it. They're here. Looks to be quite of heavy infantry. No war machines to be seen, which would explain their nimble marching pace. Damn, this isn't their main force. Oh wait, these footsteps I'm hearing. Get ready, girls. We're gonna mow them down in one go. Gigas, and lots of them. Oh boy. What the hell are they? Nobody told us about those things. At least a dozen Gigas. It'll be nigh impossible to suppress a counterattack. The operation must be executed as planned. Left to continue their advance unmolested, the beastmen will surely encounter and engage the warlocks no more than 10 miles ahead. The warlocks are exhausted from their arduous journey and will be severely disadvantaged if caught out in open ground. But, shh, trust me. Just a little further. One fires until I get the command. Hold. 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 Open fire! Definitely done, ladies. Now reload and prepare for the second volley. Don't allow the enemy line to point our position. Cobras, get ready to flank their column. The next volley is your signal to scale down the chasm and storm their ranks. Understood. Open fire! Unsheath your weapons. Take a deep breath. Charge! wish I could whistle. I literally can't whistle in real life. I don't know what it is. I just can't figure it out. I'm almost 34 years old. I haven't been able to figure out how to whistle. Oh shit, Column 1's down there. Helping these ladies work. Don't let the foe intimidate you. Hold your ground. Uh-oh. She tried some close quarters combat. She should have stuck to suppressing fire. Nice throw, bro. On your feet, now! What happened to your spirited words earlier? Were they blown away by the wind? It's just I've never seen anything like they're like before. They're more than twice the size of Antica. You're in a foreign land fighting on a foreign battlefield against foreign foes. Get used to it. Listen up and listen well. You won't live only as long as you so desire. Your rifle's firing makes a failing blade arm may tire, but if you cease to fight, you will surely perish. On the battlefield, this is the only truth. Cobras are going in for a second charge. We're cutting on cover fire from you cheetahs, Naho. Understood. Okay. So now we have to go to the abandoned mine shaft at the bottom of the stairs for another cutscene and a key item to enter a fight. Thorland Forland, if I may ponder, what is the commotion over yonder? It appears to be a battle. The Mithra mercenaries are engaged with a large beastman force primarily composed of quite of shield warriors. Of all the nerve! Huh? If ever there was something that truly makes me mad, it's being left out of the action while fun is being had. Hey, she didn't rhyme anything with nerve. You're on thin ice, bitch. Maintain composure, my brave soldiers. After the next charge is repelled, we will withdraw. Retreat west as fast as your feet will carry you. Magic? But where did that come from? The west. It came from the west, sir. One of our own? The use of magic in the operation was expressly forbidden. Without my intervention, things would have gone from worst to worst. Surely I'm undeserving of such an ungrateful outburst. Could that truly be? Dr. Shantotto? But I am a compassionate woman with forgiveness in my heart, so I shall excuse the show of disrespect on your part. Am I correct in assuming you to be Dr. Shantotto, Minister of the Orrery? Actually, it's former Minister, if we were to be exact. Apart from that minor detail, though, your assumption is quite intact. And your companion is... I am Doran Fullen, Master Caster of the Leonian War Warlocks. Of our two identities, you've been made aware, so care you return the favor. And your name with us share? I beg your pardon, Professor. I am Leko Haboka, newly appointed advisor to Warlord Rabel Akbel. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Has the Federation so suffered a migration of talent in my brief absence? To have to forego its dignity and let mercenaries plan its defense? Absence and defense barely rhyme. You're on thin ice, bitch. If I could once more be forgiven for my insolence, I'd like to point out that your unexpected intervention has completely derailed the diversionary operation. And if my memory serves me correctly, you were sentenced to exile and stripped of all military authority. That I still have authority is a sincere misunderstanding. But I'm but a simple civilian, forced by the Master Caster to do his bidding. Well, what? But, Minister, I didn't know such thing. First of all, it was you who coerced us all into coming along. The Warlock Warlord will show no mercy should this misappropriation of the Leonian Warlocks reach his ears. I'll never be able to set foot in Windnest ever again. Dorn Foolin, why be troubled by a future that may not even happen, when my displeasure towards your poor attitude is growing and ever present? Well, you didn't rhyme at all. Now let us return to the business at hand. Did you truly think to succeed with your tiptoeing plan? Those don't actually rhyme! The ice is breaking beneath your feet, you dumb bitch! Your strategy is reminiscent of a pitiable litter of kittens, at the mercy of a ferocious pack of wolves that for days have not eaten. Oh my god, she's not even trying anymore. She's out of practice or something. Maybe she wasn't as good at rhyming 20 years ago. Jesus Christ. The Warlord Warlock, God has blessed his bandaged face, is in dire need of a personnel department to have his people replaced. Your beauteous countenance and venomous disposition far exceed your reputation, Dr. Shantotto. Oh geez, here we go. Holy shit! Who'd they hit? It appears your fireworks have attracted more guests. In diversionary operations, the more the merrier rings through. Keep your 2 eyes peeled and you might learn a thing or two. Under the circumstances, I suppose we have no choice but to extend our havoc wreaking. Most disrespected Dr. Shantotto, would I be naive to assume you're taking responsibility in cleaning up this mess before us? My young and experienced tactician, you're clearly not yet aware of the true nature of this black mage beyond the pretty face and perfectly groomed hair. Minister, an additional enemy approaches. Ah! Oh, you can hurl those all you like. There is not a bleeding chance this Taro you will strike. I thank you, Professor. Before I dare to roll up my sleeves, one thing must be made clear. For every time I save your hide, a debt is incurred. You hear? All units, the withdrawal command is cancelled. We hold our position for a while longer. I'm also of the opinion that we should continue fighting. Too early retreat may backfire and instead boost the enemy's morale, a scenario we want to steer clear of. The unanimous decision arrives at impressively fast. The Ionian Warlocks assume formation and prepare to cast. Discharge! Double, double, toil and trouble, gigas burn and quad have shriveled. Really? Really? Trouble and shrivel don't rhyme. You're on thin ice! Roma! Inside the fort where we convened is the entrance to a mine shaft that continues north for 2 miles beyond this chasm. I remember seeing the entrance, but are you certain it's still accessible? It looks rather decrepit. I confirmed it with my own eyes prior to the operation. There's always a small chance of caving, but the support beams are so securely in place. Here's our problem. The enemy too has become aware of the mine shaft and its potential use. They've begun evacuating their belfries as well as their remaining troops here. If they are permitted to regroup, the tables will be turned against us. I need your unit to prevent that from happening. Understood. In calm wind, I have a favor to ask of you. Take this signal firecracker with you to that mine shaft entrance. I want you to set off just before you enter. The sound will be the signal for the rest of us to move in. Should the firecracker misfire for any reason, stay calm. Mom Laurier nearby will supply you with a spare. Anything else we need to know? That's all. I'm counting on you. You're counting on the right person. Come on, girls. Calm wind. We're going to flush those beastmen scum out of the mine shaft. I like Rome, amigo. Alright, so in we go. And apparently it's going to be the same song and dance with destroying a Confederate belfry. And we're going to be assisted by Rome Amigo and the Wildcats and whatnot. I don't think we'll need very much, considering we have item level and we could potentially engage and swing and hit the thing for like 4,000 damage in a single hit without even weapon skilling, so I think we're pretty solid here. We'll put out some trust just for the sake of it. Maybe some Shantottoing. The normal Shantotto, why not? And Clara Bester, because Shadow era time. Please ignore the fully grown Almia in the room, even though she's like in her late 20s in the real world or something. Alright. I need to take that wind shell off for a bit. They're really active tonight, despite how late it is. Which I'm glad for. It means the event is being a huge success. Tons of people enjoying stuff. I think this is what we gotta break. Yeah. Let's break it with the Scourge, I guess, because why not? And we win! Is it gonna despawn? Yep. Okay. Yeah, a lot of times things won't count as completed or completely gone until they despawn. And there used to be some confusion back in the day with H&Ms with the term TOD. A lot of people thought that it meant time of death, but it actually meant time of despawn. The day was hard fought, but man, this is looking like a battlefield, I'm gonna tell you. What did you hope to achieve with the stylishly late entrance? The enemy have long disappeared with the exception of a few remnants. We've been working hard behind the scenes, Doctor. The Cobra unit played a most vital role, thwarting the enemy's attempt to regroup. Oh-ho-ho! The Cobra's fangs struck swift and deep, of that I'm well aware. And so I offer my heartfelt praise, after all, it's only fair. Well done, Cobras. With your tireless effort and unwavering courage, we have successfully beaten the Beastman's force back in confusion. There is not yet time to revel in the victory. Given enough time, the enemy is certain to return in force. Those who are able to walk assist the wounded. Our priority now is to vacate this battlefield. We return to Windurst. Dr. Shantotto, if you could excuse my indiscretion, what are your plans hence? Having witnessed you in battle this day, I have come to the conclusion that the rumors of your power sorely fail to do you justice. Your presence at the capital will be equivalent to 1,000 soldiers. This is not the perfect occasion for you to finally return to Windurst. You needn't be concerned with the Warlock Warlord. No one is in a better position than I to persuade him. Are you truly a military strategist, or just here for a lark? Your estimate of 1,000 soldiers is a whole digit below the mark. You, Professor, are confidence incarnate. Gracious is your offer, but I fear I must defer. That's most unfortunate. There are still unsettled matters to which I must attend. For the foreseeable future, to others my time I cannot lend. Besides, I have utter confidence that the capital will not come to harm, so long as it remains in the steadfast embrace of the warlock warlord's stumpy arms. And you, sir, your charisma and prowess as commander leaves nothing to be desired. Your decisiveness in sending troops to their deaths would be, by many, admired. But you should know I have the honor of being one of the few who are resistant, immune even, to your charms and warped point of view. I'm genuinely sorry to hear that. Forgive me, ladies, for keeping you waiting. Let's now depart. To pass on my sincerest regards, my best wishes to the man in charge. Not even with a single head of wild onion, I'd trust the warlock warlord and his feline companion. But Minister, you were praising them so lavishly but a moment ago. Well-meaning but thick-headed, moreover spineless and chicken-hearted. I beg your pardon, Minister? Dorn foolin', you flatter yourself. The person to whom I refer is the warlock warlord I had known in youth. The Robel Akbel I remember. Huh? Okay, so now we gotta go on back to Windurst, I suppose. And, I guess the quickest way would be take the book down near, I don't know how much more running we're gonna do. I actually don't even know how much more stuff we're gonna do, but we're gonna do stuff. So. I'm having a great night tonight, honestly. That 5,000 Gallimaufry sortie run really sent me to the moon. I felt fantastic. It went so well. There's the book. Teleportation assistance, please. I believe we've got... Do we not? Oh, yeah, there it is. Swing. I guess gotta talk to Dia Prandala. Dia Prandala. Dia Prandala. Dia Prandala. Now, interestingly, these Windurst quests, on BG Wiki, they make no mention of game day waits. So I guess we're gonna find out if we actually have one or not. We'll have to zone after we talk to Dia Prandala and get this next cutscene. So, I guess we might actually get a cutscene longer. We've only got like 5 minutes till the game day change, so maybe we won't find out. Although we will be able to go grab our prime sword. Calm Wind, it's great to have you back. Hey boss, look who's here. So our globe-trotting prodigal hero has finally decided to show his face. Was that sarcastic tone of voice necessary, boss? Welcome back, Homeland. The boss may seem unfriendly right now, but she's actually been in great spirits. Thanks to you, of course. Hey, I was just teasing. Even I'm allowed to engage in lighthearted joshing from time to time, you know. Thanks to your contribution, our operation to secure safe passage to Juno for the Cancerian and Geminade and Warlocks was a success. Hey look, the cheetah volunteers are here too. Naho, the cheetahs performed most gallantly. Lucky has mentioned his intent to have our two units continue working cooperatively. I'm very much looking forward to our next mission together. Don't remind me, I've had more than a gutful. Oh, and Calm Wind, this is for you. It's your hard-earned reward for your part in the operation. Compliments the Warlock Warlord himself. They're certainly taking a liking to you, Calm Wind. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, yep, okay. It was a rather close call. I offer no excuses. My plan failed to take into account the possibility of a large unit of Gigas. It's very uncharacteristic of you to overlook such things. At this stage, we mustn't allow any more surprises to catch us off guard. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. About that? With that, I can wholeheartedly agree. And another issue requiring our attention. Shantotto, am I right? Only with great difficulty will we be able to manipulate such a potent playing piece. Leave her be for now. Her presence without serves to draw away the enemy's attention and be considered a boon. You have the right of it. Each step towards the decisive battle must be taken with ever-increasing vigilance. Above all, our pawn must be given time to achieve full maturity, be it a knight, a rook, or a bishop. Or perhaps even queen. But no matter what piece, the opponent too is in possession of the same. Dun, 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 dun. Number 42, Tihu Baraja, cause of death, blood loss from severed artery from an arrow taken in the thigh. Number 43, Kopi Malawaya, died instantly from massive head trauma inflicted by a blunt instrument. Number 45, subject unidentifiable, cause of death unknown. How much myth and blood do you intend to spill? How much until your thirst is quenched? Leko Haboka! What happened to number 44? She went 42, 43, 45. See with your eyes and listen with your ears, my fellow Mithra. Witness for yourself what one loathed sinner will accomplish in this tumultuous age. Oh snap, the game day change has not happened yet. Maybe we can zone in time. Although we'd have to come right back, and we'd have to do it within the next, what, like 38 seconds or something? That's okay though. We'll just go to Adeline and get our first prime sword. We won't be able to equip it on Warrior, but I mean, it's a black Excalibur, so like, how crazy you think it actually looks, you know. Let me into the silver knife, you spunky bitch. Okay, game day changes happened. Good timing, Wyming. Your Caliburnus just arrived from Skill Undre, along with a message. The vessel is now ready, and I would implore you to test it well. Beware, lest the bearer's soul be devoured. Spooky. Okay, so obtained Caliburnus, right? And even though we can't equip it, we can sort of finagle our way around that by going to Style Lock and going to our Style Set and Style Locking it. Boom. There you have it. That's what the Black Excalibur looks like. And I gotta say, it looks pretty fucking cool. I might use that as a style lock piece just permanent like, because it looks so fucking cool. I need to upgrade my actual Excalibur too. Alright, so... Forging one. I would like the Prime Blade, please. Positive. Give me that shit. Okay, so now another game day wait. And I guess we'll just pick that up off screen since the upgrade process is literally just wait. Like, give him the stuff and just wait. So, yeah. Now, technically we can get to stage 3, but I think the Gali Mafri requirement is actually too big for us. So, I mean, it's too big. Like, it's too big. Like I couldn't actually like put off the Let's Play and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna show you what the you know, what the Prime weapon looks like, you know, with its extra effects and stuff. No siree. Okay, man, that's a cool. It really stands out. It really stands out. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we should get a cutscene on zoning in, I believe. I guess Winter's Past likes to do that. Oh, there you are, Calmwind. You're wondering where you'd scampered off to. Didn't you hear? There's a big powwow at Heaven's Tower, and that crusty old warlock warlord has called for all mercenaries to attend. The boss told us to make sure we didn't forget you. What's that? You're not a Cobra, you say? Really? You could have fooled us. Seriously? As much as you've helped us out lately, even the boss thinks you're one of the gang. Besides, Lecco and the Warlock Warlord gave strict orders. They seem to have taken quite an interest in you. We're off to Heaven's Tower. It's like, yep, nope, I'm part of the 4th Division in Bastak. I'm not a Cobra. There's that unique Mithra face again. Actually, a couple of unique Mithra faces. Actually, a few. It seems all are present, so I'll begin at once. It hardly needs to be said that the situation faced by our Federation Army, nay, that of the entire Allied forces, is dire. With the defense of Fort Karuga and Rugo and Windurst itself, not to mention the recent skirmish at Saramug, our resources and manpower are stretched to their very limits. The call for backup on the Genoan front has only depleted our forces further. No longer do we have the luxury of sitting around to ponder our next move. We must act, and act now. Nor is Windurst alone. Our allies, too, face the selfsame plight. It is in these grim times that the Allied forces have decided to cast the die, to embark on the one path that may lead us to victory. We strike at the heart of the enemy. We move on castles of all. The snow-swept peaks of Valdonia will be the site of our final battle. From today, the Federation forces will divide into two hosts. The warlocks under my command will march on the enemy, while the Mithrin mercenaries remain behind to defend the homeland. With one exception, Roma and the Cobras, I have chosen you to accompany me north. Understood. Looks like we've been tapped for house-sitting duty again. Boring! And here I thought I'd be able to snag the heads of another beastman general or two for my collection. Are you truly so naive? With our army divided, the city defenses will be stretched thinner still. The Ugudo are not likely to overlook this. Exactly, you must stay vigilant. Be prepared to defend the Federation at the first sign of enemy movement. Of course, Warlock Warlord. You can rely on us. The rest of you, we will rendezvous with our allies at Sandioria for a briefing before we embark on the march northward. Ready your belongings and prepare to depart at once. Dun da da dun. Predo Homildo. Huh. Report Arus from Sandioria make no mention of any enemy movement in the north. Is this information to be trusted, or shall we dispatch our own scouts? There's no need. If there is action, we can surely count on her to let us know things. I see. So that was your plan in ordering the Leonian warlocks to stay posted up north. The next move belongs to the Confederate, but how will they play? Can we truly succeed without calling upon him? Dun 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 dun. Till, Mill, you paid a recent visit to Sandioria, did you not? I'll be counting on you two to lead the way. Yes, sir, boss, sir. We got it covered. Right, Mill? Leave it to me. I know those streets like the back of my paw. Looks like we're off to Sandioria together again, eh, Calmwind? Who'd have thunk it? Tee-hee-hee. I mean, it's not every day that a myther like me gets to bond with someone from your part of the world, right? Travel to the far-off lands, good friends at your side. I shouldn't say it, but at times like this, I almost feel like this war isn't all bad, you know? You mercenaries are little kittens on a picnic. Enough with the vapid prattle. Calmwind, you heard the Warlock Warlord. We'll be waiting for you in Sandioria. Dun 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 dun. Alright, so we don't gotta talk to anybody around here. So we can just go straight to Sandioria past. And look at that full moon in game. Looks pretty cool. I was doing some up in arms. I actually, one of the reasons I'm recording so late, it's now slightly past 5 a.m. and I still have work tomorrow. I really thought I could get lucky on up in arms because it's the first full moon after a recent weekly change, and you know that lines up with both rumors that a full moon and doing it really close to a Sunday weekly reset will give you a really good chance to get in the Crack Club. I got to do it 3 times today under the full moon, and yeah, no dice. And I'm completely tapped for Beastman Seals now. And login points. My login points are all gone. So we've got to talk to Rastine, or Rastigne. I think he's the guy up near the gate that goes to the palace. And also, while we're at it, let's go ahead and turn names off, because We've been the only himbo in these cutscenes to name over our head, so makes us look kind of strange. Oh there, Comlin, from fair Windurst, are you not? Well met. No doubt your legs are weary from the road, but I have orders to escort you to the castle at once. All parties have assembled, and there is much that needs to be discussed. Okay. Oh, look, it's Valineral! Look at him! Aw, man, I didn't know we were going to get some Valineral up in this action. As has been confirmed by the Kingdom's elite scouts. Comlin, I was wondering when you'd show up. Quickly over here, the meeting's already begun. And who might this gentleman be? An ally of Windurst, pardon the interruption. Please continue. Stately-looking fellow doing all the talking is Valineral R. de Vils, captain of the Sandorian Royal Guards. He's briefing all officers on the tactical situation as it currently stands. Hosts from each of the three Beastman nations, Orc, Quadav, and Yagudo, are mobilizing in the north even as we speak. We have every reason to believe that they do so at the behest of the Shadow Lord himself. The Confederate has divided their forces between the Tabnasian and Valdunian fronts. Both are amassing resources and manpower, girding themselves for a full-scale offensive on our lands. Any further delay will mean our certain destruction. Thus, we move at once. We march on Valdunia and commence the siege of Castle Zaval forthwith. Alright, everyone's huzzahing. Our first objective will be to establish position in Zarkabard and the Bucidine Glacier. From there, we will surround Castle Zaval and strike at the heart of our foe. Commanders, ready your troops for the battle of their lives. We leave for Valdunia on the morrow. A detailed briefing will be held upon our arrival. In closing, a word to you all. I stand here and see before me Windurstians, Bastokers, and Sandorians. I see men and women who in days past might once have crossed swords as enemies. To see you today, united under one banner for the glory of the goddess, fills me with pride as such as I have never known. The battle will be arduous, the enemy unyielding, but with your courage and valor, Altana's children will live to see a brighter day. Dismissed! Warlord, sir. An urgent Taru transmission has just come in from the Leonian Warlocks, but please take Iwako, listen. Master Caster Dornful and the Leonian Warlocks from Portaring, Warlord, sir. I have great news. This is Rabel Akbel, speak. Our scouts just returned from Castle Zaval and... Whoa, what are you doing? Let me go, no! Have we lost Aru him? Clearly Shantotto just beat him up for talking to the Warlord. Oh, damn. Oh, well, okay, it was Shantotto. Be quiet for a spell. Listen good and well. Voice. As you march unwittingly toward the Shadow Lord's front door, the enemy has stealthily prepared another secret corps. What's more, this second army has been set in motion. A direct assault on Windurst would appear to be their notion. 10,000 or more by my rough count. No matter how you slice it, a formidable amount. What? I might have handled them on my own if I weren't stuck with your hapless warlocks to chaperone. Rabel Akbil, amend your plans on the double, or watch as the Federation is reduced to so much rubble. The report is appreciated, Professor. That was exactly the information I needed to plot the necessary countermeasures. The Allied forces will proceed for Valdunia as scheduled. You and the Leonians are to join us there. Yes, I suppose I can do as you say, though I'll trust you not to get in my way. Oh. So it begins. Lucco, send word to the Federation at once. Your numbers exceed our estimates. You are to take command of the Cobras and stave the enemy off at Korigo Narugo. Understood. My esteemed Rabel Akbel, whatever is the commotion? Excuse my discourtesy, Lord Lionel. It appears that the Federation will have some unexpected guests. I have ordered Lecco and the Cobra mercenaries back to the fort. Guests, you say? I see. Once you've regaled them properly, make haste to join us in the north. The battle will not be won without your aid. Yes, my lord. Well, Roma Calmwind, you've heard the Warlock Warlord. We'd best pack up to make preparations for the banquet. But before that, well, it would be the height of rudeness to show up to that party empty-handed, don't you think? But say, we bring you a present to liven up the festivities a tad. A present, you say? Don't worry, I had just the thing in mind. A few hours ago on the way to the briefing, I came across an allied supply caravan transporting a stockpile of arms. A quick peek inside the wagon tuned up some items of particular interest. Dark fire cinders and flow light stones. I figured they wouldn't miss a few of them. What do you think? You're not suggesting that we steal from the allied arsenal? Steal? Hardly. As full-fledged members of the allied forces, we have just as much right to those supplies as anyone. Why leave them to collect dust in an armory somewhere when we could put them to so much better use, no? I'm not sure about this one. Come on, have I ever led you astray? Trust me, I have a plan. Remember our recent skirmish? It was that magic-resistant armor the beastmen were wearing that proved so troublesome. If we could somehow use the dark fire cinders and flow light stones to produce ammunition that could pierce their protection, we could blast their magic armor right off and render them all but defenseless before they even know what's hit them. Ever the resourceful one, aren't you, Lecco? Fine, you can take responsibility when the line roll comes for our heads. When our plan wins this rousing victory at Korigo Narugo, he's more likely to award us medals of honor. Alright, first convince that stern-looking gentleman over there that the righteousness of our cause. So that's who we gotta talk to, apparently. And it is Haberleon at H9. I'm pretty sure we just have to run like we're going to the Chocobo stable. And, apparently we're going to need pickaxes at some point. But honestly, after we get like another cutscene or two, we should probably just throw in the towel here and I should go to bed. Let's see. Maybe I should have looked on widescan. Dot. I guess I ran way too far. I always forget that in cities, the squares, there's actually a lot more squares than usual. So map traversal actually happens a lot faster or whatever. Like the maps are actually more condensed, I guess would be the way to put it. Okay, so where is this guy? Aha! Alright, I'm counting on you, Calmwind. A few artful words and the dark fire cinders and flow light stones will be ours. A moment of your time, good sir. Yes, I'm a busy man. Suit your business, then be gone with you. Oh, 'twill only be a second. I couldn't help but notice the dark fire cinders and flow light stones you were carrying just before. Yes, what of them? They were reserve armaments that we were transporting to our secret cache. Can't very well leave such dangerous materials lying about the street after all. Oh, but certainly I can see that you're most prudent in your duties, but this cache you speak of, might I inquire as to its whereabouts? Ahem. Oh, I thank you, kind sir. I must certainly endeavor to be. As for the stockpile, we recently relocated it to... Wait a minute, I've not seen your faces before. Are you truly soldiers of the Allied forces? State your affiliation. And, we can pick these. So, we're clearly the Mithra mercenaries, right? I see, and just what sort of outfit might that be? Is that so? And you say that you serve the Allied forces of Altana? Yes, we're giving it our all. I ask, how do you suppose this war will end? The Allied forces will triumph. Incidentally, why is it that you seek the Darkfire cinders and Flowlight stones? Save Windurst. Very well, then I can see that you are loyal servants of Altana. Forgive me for having doubted you. One can never be too careful these days. The supplies have been moved to Laval in preparation for any regional skirmishes that may arise. You're welcome to whatever you deem necessary for your cause. Why would we put it in the heart of Orc territory? Or what's basically Orc territory at this point? Oh, and I'd be remiss not to tell you that they've been well hidden. Buried, actually. It wouldn't do to have them discovered by beastman curs, after all. Many thanks, loyal soldier. May the gods be with you. Well, Comwin, it looks like we're making the detour to Laval. Very well, I shall return to the fort and ready our defenses. Yes, by all means. Let us make haste, Comwin. We mustn't be late for the party. So apparently now we have to... We have to go to Laval. This guide says, depending on your answers, you will be instructed to find new turned earth in one of 3 zones. Okay, so it could have been East Ronfar, it could have been Laval, or it could have been Jugner Forest, and we just got Laval. Alright. And... apparently... Oh, apparently we're gonna get a game day wait at some point, so we might as well try to push this video out a little bit more, I guess. So we're gonna go to Laval. It looks like. Gotta go to K9 at Laval, which we can just take a book warp to go there. And it won't be too far in, I don't think. But yes, Jugner Forest. I don't think there's actually a book in Laval. The book itself is in Jugner Forest, and it's right outside of Laval. Because, you know, Laval is Devois or whatever. Devois? No. Oh no, the maximum number of people are already participating in Unity chat. Oh dear God, no. No. I wonder which of these would be the worst to get from a time concern. I would assume that... Okay, it looks like East Ronfar is actually right next to the survival guide, so that would actually be just fine. Okay, so we're gonna silent oil prison powder up. Because we're in a hurry. We don't want to get trussed out and fight or anything. Gotta go to K9. So I guess just straight south, basically. I missed that month that had orcs as the ambuscade. I wonder how well we would do against it now. Our gear's actually come a long way. Or at least a moderately long way. Like, we didn't have the Nageling back then. We didn't have our Ragnarok back then. Okay, huh. That is definitely a campaign battle going on. are looking for, what is it, the new turned Earth. Not exactly sure where it's going to be, and all these guys are in our friggin' way. They're beating on a Sandiorian general, I think. I'd love to help her out, but I'm pressed for time here. She looks pretty overwhelmed though, huh? But that's actually how powerful the NPC generals are. We're at K10 now. Where is this fucking fresh chilled earth or whatever the fuck? Son of a bitch. At least we get to see our cool black Excalibur in action here. I mean, it's not actually the... It's just the Nageling with the appearance given to it. But I always like to see weapons swing and whatnot. Of course, given the color, it kind of looks like it's just made out of Rakaznar. Yeah, maybe I should have got some trust out. Imps are true sight, so let's just whip out Valinor himself, or not, or we can just get aggroed by apparently this orc all the way over here. On the rock between the hut and the wooden stable, they may not appear if a campaign is there. If you cannot see it, sign up and butcher the campaign enemies so that they leave. Well, campaign enemies have left, so we don't care about that. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Spice them up a bit, huh? Beastbane bullets, huh? The gunpowder room and Bastok, but they've sealed their gates tight. Okay, but I'm part of the Fighting Fourth, man. Time for you to help us in only a way you can, huh? basically, we have to go to Bastock present day, and we need pickaxes now, actually. But we've got a cutscene we gotta go get at the metalworks, so it's time to whoop on out of here. I think we can grab pickaxes from Boyd's Knickknacks or whatever. Whatever it's called. I think it's Boyd's Knickknacks, right? I'm kind of giddy. I know this isn't like, you know, even close to finished or anything, but I would just truly I'll grab 12. That's the old stack size. I would truly love to finish the Voracious Resurgence because there's ring rewards from it that are just absolutely phenomenally powerful. And there's one in particular that I really want because the rest of our gear is relatively poor and it makes it the best choice for us, I believe. Okay, we actually need to go to Bastock in the present because we can't get into the metalworks in the past. Go figure. And we need to go to the gunpowder room. Which I don't think I think we've probably been in it like once or twice in the whole Let's Play. It is not a place that you go very often. I think we tried the striking snake. Yes, you need something? I have no time for idle chit-chat. Son of a hexagon, are those Darkfire cinders? What in the goddess names are you doing with those? I see. Bullets to blast through magic armor, you say. You wouldn't have to be looking for something like the old Beastbane bullets they used back in the Great War, would you? Ah, stirs up memories in this old Galca's soul. It does. After the war ended, I never thought I'd hear the name again. God only knows what you'd want with those old things, but yes, I think I could do it for you. There's just one catch. The casting process requires some rather rare ingredients. Liquid quicksilver and gelid sulfur, to be exact. Provide me with what I need and the job is good as done. Where to find them, you ask? I haven't a clue. They say there was once a plentiful supply in North Gustavberg, but it was exhausted completely by the war's end. So, there's our time-traveling hint. We're finally doing some time travel shenanigans for Winter's quests. Yeah, I find that basically the Winter's quests focus really heavily on the actual war, like the actual war aspect of the Crystal War. Like you saw that battlefield earlier. It's just like, you know, there's nothing else like it, right? Like, you know, the Bastock quests and the Sandioria quests, none of them had battles that big. I mean, they each had big battles here or there, but they weren't, you know, like a field full of Gigas and Quadiv and Mithra corpses, right? But yeah, so then Sandioria focuses more on like the time travel aspect of things and like you know, age disparity and like time itself, which is a big theme in this, you know, time travel expansion. But then Bastok is like its own thing that basically serves to flesh out Zed and Volker, as well as like give little insights into like their relationship with the Shadow Lord. And I think it, you know, like the Bastok ones are the only one where you actually go all the way to Castles of All, I'm pretty sure. I actually don't remember the end of the Winter's ones, so we might go to Castles of All in the Winter's ones. I don't think that we do though, which is kind of interesting. So all we're looking for out here is mining points, and it didn't give us a map, I don't think. Yeah, so maybe we can pull up the actual map page and see. So we're just burping, belching, not even conscious like burps, just fucking. Nope, we don't have a map. Unlike the Jugner Forest one with the harvest points, we do not have a map for mining points, so we just have to keep an eye out as we run around. And that sucks because, like, we're on a schedule here. On a schedule, but I do want to go to bed at some point and actually get like 6 hours of sleep. I go to work at 1, and I like to. It takes me about half an hour to get ready because I have to get fully dressed, you know, wake up, comb my hair, etc. Eat food, I make my lunch because I take my lunch to work, and then I like to go stop by my fiance's on the way to work and just chill with her for like an hour, or here recently it's been more like 30 minutes. And then I shove off to work. The drive from her house to work is, you know, it's just about like 20 minutes or something, so I usually don't have any problem fitting it in. And the reason I really like to fit it in is because she's in her final semester of college, and really busy on days that I work 1 to 11. And she'll come and stop by my work actually on the way home, and then sit with me for like an hour while I eat dinner. Sometimes we eat dinner together at my work. And then I just like seeing her and being with her, and we spend plenty of time together on my off days and on her off days as well, because her off days wind up being the days that I work 7 to 5 or 7 to 3, and we have all evening and some of the night to be together. We have not found a single mining point yet. What the fuck? The game day is gonna change before I find a fucking mining point. And, you know, it's not gonna change for like another 20 minutes. Alright, sorry, Bastok music, that's really good. I have to kill you now to try to find mining points. I guess it would make the most sense if we went towards the mine that we can't actually enter in this era. At least I don't think we can enter it. That would actually be really surprising if we could enter Palboro mines. Because we wouldn't be able to, take the door back to like Zarin or anything, or the boat back to Zarin mines or anything. We would just have to, like, it wouldn't be the same. I don't think we can enter it. But I mean, if that's a mine up there, it ought to be. I guess it would make sense for there to be mining points up there, so I guess that's where we'll shove off to. And if not there, they're probably up on the hill. But I don't feel like going up the hill. I could probably try Googling mining points in this. I mean, if the BG wiki doesn't have it, it's pretty unlikely that other wikis have it. And because the old wiki's quality has gone down quite a bit. I mean, occasionally, especially with a lot of older stuff that predates the BG wiki, the old wiki, FFXI, it'll have things that, you know, like, oh, why is this on the BG wiki? You know, this is really useful information to have. And it's just like, oh, because they don't care about it anymore. They consider it outdated, or, you know, the person editing BG wiki has never done it before, so, yeah, you know, have a good one, you know. Yeah, we have not seen a single fucking mining point. I wish that the mining points appeared on wide scan, because this is... From a recording standpoint, this is awful, but... I mean, if I was just playing, I wouldn't care, but... I'm recording, so... I do care. I'm gonna watch this recording later and, like, notice that I, like, D-padded over, like, several mining points or something. So there's caved-in rocks preventing us from going into, well, that would have been into Mobile Polos. Planar rift. Maybe I was wrong to think that mining points would be near the entrance to the mine. Maybe they're all in the western part of the zone. Oh dear God. I just wanted to get to the cutscene that's going to be before the game day wait, because that way, you know, next time we start the quest up, we don't have to deal with it. Also, I guess this is like technically a game day wait that the Windurst quests are making us do, and it's like, oh, there it is, in the middle of the quest rather than at the beginning. I can't believe this nonsense. Like, really? No mining points? A mystery spot. Not a mining point. Mining point! It's about fucking time. Give me the key items, please. Liquid quicksilver, but we still need the... gelid sulfur, or whatever the fuck it is. Oh, we can't even... Oh, NPC. What are you doing up here? Huh, interesting. I think she's that fashion show one or whatever. Mrs. Azuma. She was an old woman in the fashion show towards the start of Voracio's resurgence. That's how you know it's a serious storyline. There was a fashion show. I really like this black Excalibur. Okay, so there was literally one mining point up here. What a fucking... I guess, like, we'll just hug the wall and, like, D-pad around. And my only other thought is like maybe there's more mining points west in the zone, like in the lower half. Maybe mining point locations will be listed lower on the BG Wiki page. Let's see. Mining. Oh, is there a... Ah, there is. Okay, there is a map on the BG Wiki that lists mining points. Apparently there are 7 possible points up here for this, the one that we mined. They're all along the wall. And then there's some up on the hill. And then there's some, it looks like, on the ramp down the waterfall. Guess we'll find out. And none are listed anywhere else. So I guess our instincts were good. I sure hope that the next one we find just gives us the fucking key item. I mean, either way, like, we get the key item, we go back to the Galka, and he's gonna tell us to wait the game day or whatever. If we get it right now, like, within the next, like, couple minutes, we won't have to do the game day wait at all. But... supposedly, we could have been able to get both of the key items in a single stroke, but we did not. Okay. Man, where's the ramp down? I thought the ramp down would be... mining point! I don't remember doing this at all. Yay, we got it. Excellent. Good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, the idea was to get it quickly enough so that I could be like, I can have an excuse to stop the recording. I mean, obviously, I don't need an excuse to stop the recording, especially at an hour and a half long, but... I mean, if I gotta wait on a game day, right, I'm not gonna, like, force you, the viewer, to wait on it with me, right? Or something. Something or other, right? Put me straight into the metalworks, please. Damn it, hit 6 a.m. That means if I want to see my fiance before work, I'm gonna have to cut my sleep short. Actually, it's already being cut short. Usually on a night like this, I'll go to bed by like 3 a.m. and get like 8 or so hours of sleep. You know, like waking up at like 11 to 11:30 or whatever gives me plenty of time to get ready and then go spend 30 or 40 minutes with my fiance. Yo, bro, here's your fucking key items. Make my fucking bullets. try to catch yourself a golden carp or two while you wait. I'm sure that's like a reference to some rare-ass carp fish that you probably have a hard time catching. I don't think I even have one fishing skill on Calmland. Yeah, that's correct. Just cooking mainly. Cooking, woodworking, and synergy. Anyway, we'll pick up here next time, so thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day, and I'll see you again next time.